And then there's another shot of Big El Paso Empty, or Pimpy. Big El Paso Pimpy. I'm not sure if that was on the original truck in Kill Bill, but I pulled up some of this El Paso, which is really interesting. The whole history of the city of El Paso is, you know, the whole suppression of the country. Um, it's just, it's so interesting. Like, if you look up on Wikipedia, I could go into it, but then this video would be like freaking 12 hours long. Yeah. And the next shot. Oh, I have no idea. Like, I wish Google I could type in different symbols and see, because this just really bothers me that I cannot research it to find out the answer. But it's this, this little, I don't even know what language that is. I'm assuming some Asian language, potentially. So if you are watching this video and you know what that says, please let me know. And here's a shot where Lady Gaga is putting salt all over everything while she's creating this poison. And I always joke about that. In Niagara, we've got, you know, Boston Pizzas and Kelsey's. Actually, in North America, all of our food chains, you know, they're not like, you don't really get homemade meals anymore. It's all like over sodiumized food and sugar and gluten. And anyways, this recipe, if you look at this recipe, it's literally a recipe to poison people. And then at the very bottom it says tiberium, and if you research that, it's actually this mythical, and oh, here it is. It was created, and get this, it was created for the Command and Conquer series, which is a strategy game. And I find that funny in itself. Just that whole Command and Conquer and strategy. It's like this whole video is some strategy of I don't know, like all the good parts of the video, what it's trying to say, and then all the gross subliminal messages. Like there's this one. Oh, and if you look on the table here too, she's got this honeybee, and poison, and then honey. It's not even maple syrup, you know, like who puts honey on their pancakes? Nobody. Like, I've never went to a restaurant and had honey. It's maple syrup, but instead it's got these honeybees, right? And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the disappearing honeybees, but it's pretty interesting. Oh, another thing. This video is called Telephone, right? And there's been a real large suspicion about how our cell phones are actually interfering with the honeybees, and this could be a potential reason why that the honeybees are disappearing. And so it's like, whoever is doing this video is working phenomenal. Really, like to give me a call. I'd love to work for your company. Anyways, then we split where she's dancing and whatever, and she's got these little things on. It says Zwei, ZWEI, and so I researched that, and it was the number 2 in the German language. Can't remember if I came up with that. And then she's got Dre, which if you look up Dre, and a German band that did a song, Dre. Oh, it's such a great song. I don't know what it's saying, I don't know what it's about, but she definitely promoted this. I believe it's a band. Yeah, glass. It's kind of like glass. It looks like glass house. I think that's what it means in German. Glass house, Dre. Glacius, Dre. That's what I came up with. I don't know if it's her advertising a band that she likes, but it's a really freaking good thing. I don't know what else Dre means. And then EIN, which I suppose in Canada we have our social insurance number, and I think that EIN is the equivalent of a social employer ID numbers. I don't understand the whole point of that when she's doing these little things, other than the fact that Kaylee likes to research these weird things. Oh, and in the next scene when they're dancing, you can see in the background, this I'm assuming is an American video. I don't think, she was from New York, but when you look, it looks like it says Coors Light, but it says something else. It's not Coors Light that they're advertising for beer, but it is a beer advertisement. It does look like Coors Light, but I don't understand why, unless I thought Coors Light was a Canadian beer, and I didn't think that, you know, the States had Canadian beers such as Coors Light, but I found that odd. It jumped out at me. Oh, and here's one of my favorite things is if you look up Lady Gaga tattoos, here she is. She's you know, talking about the phone thing, and then she's got on her arm a tattoo from a gentleman, and basically what it says, and this is her actual tattoo, is I guess the whole moral or message of what his quote is, he's a French poet, is the, I think it's French, anyways, it's basically, would you die for your art? If you were told that you could not be creative anymore, you know, would you stop? Would you be able to continue on? And it's funny how it's almost as if the people that follow Lady Gaga, it's like, you know, for this whole video is like, well, we love doing what we are doing, but we gotta smarten up because we're killing Earth. We're killing the very planet that we love, and we've got to make some sacrifices here. We can't be driving in these cars that are killing the environment. We can't be over-consuming. We have to start taking care of the delicate creatures such as the honeybee, and we've got to start taking care of ourselves. Almost number one, you know, we're eating all this shit. Anyways, that's what I took that as. And then the rest of the video was kind of, you know, La La Land, but there was some kind of memory coming back to me when they're in that, like, morning, I don't know, they were dancing at the end, and they have this, like, I don't know where I've seen it before, you know, tell me, but Beyonce and Lady Gaga were, like, mourning. Anyways, the whole video, if you watch it quickly, is like, it basically feels like you just went into a tornado and around. But when you are, like, I literally frame for freaking frame, and it gave me a lot of hope in the mass media and the popularity part of the world. Whereas, you know, like, I like to see that artists still have some really good things to say, and that you know, it's not all crap, because, like, really listening to the radio or much music is pretty popular in Canada. I guess MTV would be down in the States, and I don't know where else, like in Europe or whatever. I just think over here in you know, North America, it's really tight over here. We're going through some changes, I suppose. Anyways, that's all I have to say. This is my Gaga GooGoo critique, I suppose. Anyways, I'll have some more updates later. Maybe if I see something that inspires me. Ranting about the government of Canada, I could do a big long spiel about that too. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later.